Hello, Captains, and welcome to some more Star Trek Online news. In the previous news video, we covered the roadmap for 2018/19 in Star Trek Online. This video today is going to solely focus on Q's Winter Wonderland news because it is live in the game. It is December, almost mid-December here, and it is time to get into Q's Winter Wonderland and play that. Now, after I read the news here, I will definitely be going in the game and doing a video showing you all the events you can play. Probably pretty similar to past year's events as they recycle, most of the games. There might be a couple of new things here or there, but we will take a look at that. Let's read the news first because I do have no idea what is new. So it says here, this was released on November 26th, by the way. It says here, "'Tis the season, puny mortals. The benevolent Q has deigned to once again grace the chosen few starship captains with the opportunity to enjoy his seasonal wonderland and all the joys and challenges it has to offer. We're getting a Fakiri ship, which makes a lot of sense considering the Jem'Hadar Gamma Quadrant storyline had the Fakiri in it. It dealt with the Fakiri, that's right. So play that storyline and you'll understand why we're getting a Fakiri ship. I can't say that. I don't know French, but you know what that phrase means. Of this event, is of course the new event Starship being offered up as a potential prize for any captains wishing to participate in the fastest game on ice on a daily basis. Doing so will earn you the 2018 Winter Prize vouchers, which may be used in a special event reputation project to claim your very own Fakiri Store warship, Tier 6. Complete details regarding the starship and its status capabilities will be released later. Well, actually, I have them now. We're going to go over them after this page. While the activities offered within this year's version of Q's Winter Wonderland have not changed since last year's edition of the Krempiri and his jovial antics, the prizes that may be claimed have. After unlocking the Winter Event Store or by visiting the vendor at Q's Gazebo, these prizes, as well as all of those made available during previous year's events, will be ready to be claimed. Participation in nearly every activity within the Wonderland will reward you with the ornaments needed to purchase these new prizes. So it says right there, the events are exactly the same. So no new events to play with. And the one event you want to do to get the starship is called the fastest game on ice. It's a daily. It's got probably a 20-hour cooldown. So you do it once a day and get your commendation for that so you can get the ship or the Winter Prize voucher. Q's minions have decided to branch out with their fashion endeavors and have created a new line of seasonal jackets that are calling Enviro jackets. 5 new variants will be available in a range of new colors. This slimming outerwear may be worn by captains of any species and gender. So here we go, some Enviro jackets. They look to me just like the Intel jackets, or very similar to the Intel jackets. Not sure what's different about them. But anyway, this one's Christmas colored, that one's Christmas colored. They're kind of cool. I'll take one. Why not? And not to be outdone by these more subdued options, the Winter Wonderland denizens are also offering brand new winter sweater designs reflecting many of the galaxy's wonders and delights. So I'm guessing that's a tardigrade. I'm guessing that's a Borg cube with antlers. How cute. And that says disco for discovery. Gotta have the disco sweater. If fashion isn't quite to your speed, then I'm sure you'll be delighted to hear that this year's Winter Wonderland offers multiple equipment options that may be used outside of the confines of Q's pocket dimension. Chief among these is a brand new Nanopulse Batleth variant, modeled after the unique variants used by some Klingon houses in the late 2250s. As usual, this unique weapon deals plasma damage instead of the usual physical damage inflicted by other melee weapons. It also has a small chance at reflecting energy damage from ranged attackers while in use. Also usable outside of the Winter Wonderland are a new line of kit modules inspired by the Krempiri and his less fictional counterpart threats out among the real stars, the Fekiri. Leveraging the unique psionic abilities of these demonic entities, this technology plays upon the minds of the targeted foes, forcing them to suffer terrible psionic attacks while enduring visions from beyond their worst nightmares. These new kit modules will be made available with this year's event. So, new kit modules, and it sounds like they are using the Fakiri scare tactic, mind tricks on your enemy. Interesting. Interesting idea. Torment of the Underworld. Torment the primary target with torturous visions of the darkest underworlds. The illusion and psionic impressions of this are strong enough to also affect allies of the foe unfortunate to be caught in its aura of influence. All affected enemies will suffer periodic psionic damage while also having their damage output reduced. That's kind of cool. Collective Nightmares. Enemies affected by the device will be confused, vulnerable, and unable to differentiate friend from foe due to cerebral sensory interception. Adding to the sensorial confusion, some humanoid enemies will appear as Fakiri by way of psionic perception inhibitors. This ability only affects living foes and cannot interfere with electronics or other forms of artificial life. Okay, and then Ravaging Barrage. Harass foes in a forward cone with periodic pulses of psionic energy. The strength of these pulses is enough to force foes off their feet, and those knocked prone may find themselves unable to stand for a short period of time. Well, I look forward to checking out those kit abilities. Last but certainly not least, Q has decided to release a few of the Krempiri's minions for use among your mortals as temporary companions in the form of a tortured elf vanity pet. This charming fellow will only be allowed to follow you around the galaxy while the Winter Wonderland is accessible. Attempting to summon him thereafter will simply result in a puff of coal smoke and a forlorn red cap. So, you can only use him during the winter event, apparently. Q's Winter Wonderland will return on both PC and console beginning December 4th, which it's already out now. We hope to see you there. I'll have a snowball waiting with your name on it. So no new events, but we've got some new things to wear, some new wearables, and we have new kit modules to play with. And then this elf. And then, of course, the big thing, why most people are probably there, is after the Fakiri ship. So let's look at the specs of the Fakiri ship right now. Witness the Fakiri Store warship. Looks very menacing, and it is a Tier 6 starship. During the upcoming 2018 winter event, players participating in the festivities available at Q's Winter Wonderland can earn winter prize vouchers by running the fastest game on ice once per day. Earning a total of 1,000 vouchers will allow players to complete an event reputation project that rewards the Fakiri Store warship. Once the starship obtained by any character in account, all the characters in your account will be able to claim the Fakiri Store warship. We are also excited to announce that this starship will be available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 at the same date. The Fakiri Store warship is a fearsome Fakiri design with highly specialized technology on board that shows why the Fakiri have been haunting the Klingons for centuries. The Fakiri Store features a Lieutenant Commander Universal/Pilot specialization seat. It comes equipped with a console universal chains of fire. When activated, the ship tethers itself to nearby ships and discharges massive fire blasts at them. This pulls the ships in and deals massive fire damage to them for a short duration. The console also provides a passive boost to fire damage, impulse thrusters, and flight speed. The console can be equipped in any console slot on any ship. After achieving level 5 in the Starship Mastery, you will unlock the Maw of Grethor starship trait. While this trait is active, traveling at full throttle will periodically cause massive bursts of fire to launch behind your ship, dealing fire damage to all those hit. Affected foes will additionally take the fire damage over time. A lot of fire damage with this ship. So that's the key here. Fire, fire, fire. Any faction can use this ship. You do need to be at least level 40. It's got a hull strength 1.1, so that's 44,000 at level 60. Shield modifier of just 1. It's got 4 forward and 4 aft weapons, 3 device slots, 1 commander tactical, 1 ensign tactical, 1 lieutenant engineering, 1 lieutenant commander science, 1 lieutenant commander universal / pilot. So it's a commander tactical, so you know you can pair this up with a tactical character quite easily to use, you know, the best tier 3 tactical bridge officer abilities. And then that goes hand in hand with pilot. It seems to be more of an escorty kind of ship, maybe, I don't know. Base turn rate of 16, impulse modifier 0.2, inertia 60, can equip dual cannons, plus 15 to weapon power and plus 5 to engine power. It's got the chains of fire. It's got a destroyer mastery package. So it's got precise weapon systems, enhanced weapon bank, crit severity, crit chance, kinetic energy damage, and the starship trait. So they're calling this a destroyer type ship. It's got an admiralty card, of course, with it. The Fakiri store comes equipped with the chains of fire. The powerful console blasts nearby foes with fire when activated and latches on, pulls them in, does fire damage. Upon reaching level 5, you will unlock the Maw of Grethor. This trait is slotted. Full throttle will give you basically that fire damage behind you. So you've got Vanity. Ooh, wow. Well, they have... This is cool. They need to do this more often. So this is what the ship would look like with a different shield visual on it. A vanity shield, they call it. This is really cool. They need to do this more often, though, for every ship they come out with. So that's what it looks like by default. That's what it would look like with the Gamma shield, Gamma Task Force shield. That looks really good with the Gamma Task Force right there. I like the way that looks. Counter Command, adapted Klingon Honor Guard, adapted Mako, Aegis, assimilated shield, the Bajor Defense, competitive War Games shield, Counter Command shield, Delta Alliance Unimatrix shield, Dielectric Oscillation shield, Delta Alliance, Discovery KDF, Discovery Fed, Dyson Joint Command, Dyson Ferengi, Herc, Iconian Resistance Tier 6, Jem'Hadar, Lucari Tier 6, New Romulus Riemann, Nukara Crystalline, Nukara Strike Force, Omega Force Tier 6, Prevailing and Riemann Advanced Prototype, Romulan Advanced Prototype, Temporal Defense Initiative, Terran Task Force. I like the Terran Task Force one as well. Terran Task Force Tier 6. And the Zenkethi. Zenkethi is pretty wild too. So that's what it looks like with the different ship shield visuals on it. That's kind of cool. I like that they did that. Cool. Okay. So there you go. That's the Fakiri Store warship. It is a destroyer. It is Commander Tactical Station 444 aft. Sounds to be decent enough. Let's see, it's got a lot of firepower. Definitely would like to try it out. They got a video on it here. I won't play the whole thing, but you can watch it. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and see that. I turned the audio off just in case. Ah, look at that. It kind of grabs on, pulls them in. There's the fire trail, I guess, it leaves behind. That's the fire damage, I guess it does behind the ship. Maybe. Not quite sure. Well, it's interesting. I will definitely would like to have that as well to try out on my tactical character. That could be kind of cool. A Fakiri ship. I I flew a Fakiri ship only once in my career. It was on my Klingon playthrough, and I did get the Fakiri ship way back at the beginning of the game when they had that Fakiri ship, and it was tier 5, of course, because they didn't have tier 6 back then. So it's a tier 5 Fakiri ship, and it was kind of bulky and slow, and I really didn't enjoy it. So I'm interested to see if I enjoy this one or not, because I didn't enjoy the other one. But that's what we're getting, and that is Q's Winter Wonderland. That is what to expect here in Q's Winter Wonderland. No new events, just basically the same old events with some new rewards and a new ship. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I think, you know, we're getting a bit tired now. 9 years of Star Trek Online, and the events have been the same. They've added some new ones here and there, but I think it needs a bit of an overhaul, this Q's Winter Wonderland. It seems to be every winter, and especially this one in particular, is just a copy and paste. Copy and paste, give us some new rewards and a new ship. Seems to be all it is. Maybe it's due for an overhaul. Just thinking out loud there. But anyway, that is Q's Winter Wonderland. Since there's really not a lot for me to go show you that you haven't already seen, I will just go ahead and make another video anyway. We'll go into the Winter Wonderland. I'll show you where the events are and how to do them, but I'm not going to play every single one because I've done it for years and years and years, and it's all the same. Nothing's changed, so there's really nothing new to show. I'll go ahead and do fastest game on ice to get my thingy, show you how to do that so you can, you know, prepare for the ship reward, and we'll look at the store and see what the new things in the store are. So that's what I'll do. I'll go do all that, but there's really not a lot of new stuff you haven't already seen, and you could watch previous years of my Q's Winter Wonderland videos to see those run-throughs and other things, because it's pretty much all going to be all the same. But I'll go back. I'll go in there anyway, and we'll just see what is new and what we can do there anyway. But that's what you got for this winter. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Check out my new updated Patreon page. You can subscribe to Patreon to support this channel. I now have Patreon-only Discord access. It's a way to chat with others and myself about any topic.